You know, I've been thinking. Fate is ubiquitous. Whether you believe in it or not, we all understand and can relate to the feeling that everything is predetermined. The feeling of hopelessness that it brings, or the comfort that we have no control over our own actions. When I was a teenager about 10 years ago, Fate was this anime series that was kind of famous for having an amazing idea and setting, but a shitty execution. As anime went, the only Fate series that was in English was Fate Stay Night, which I'm sure we can all agree was pretty garbage.
Amazing.
But these days, Fate is known better for its awesome fight scenes, amazing characters, and the copious amounts of smut. You may know Fate from such famous works as Wakusei Nostalgia, Astolfo's Hidden Penis Paradise, and High Thrust Rin-chan. But this all started in 2004 when one Japanese history nerd named Nasu went way too far into historical fanfiction. Nasu loved history, but obviously it needed some changes. What if Gilgamesh was evil, Attila the Hun was a sexy female alien superweapon, and Thomas Edison were a rip-off Superman space lion with rainbow wings? Now that's Nasu's kind of history. He released the era-gay visual novel Fate Stay Night, featuring multiple branching paths, well-known historical figures as characters, and the promise of being able to fuck a gender-bent King Arthur. Since then, Fate has extended into multiple spin-off series and garnered many adoring fans the same way that I have. It's no secret that I really love the Fate series. Fate Zero especially gets a 10 out of 10 from me. The final battle between the hero and villain is probably my favorite fight since the ones between my parents. For those of you unacquainted with the series, let me break it down for you. The world is just like ours, except there are mages of all different sorts living in secrecy. A long time ago, the great mage family summoned the Holy Grail, which will grant one wish to whoever holds it. But they fucked up, and now the Grail has a pissed-off Mesolithic-era Iranian kid living in it. They still fight for it regardless by summoning super special heroes from the past to kill one another. That's Fate at its simplest, and there is so much more to it than that. The mainline stories usually exist in the same continuity, but sometimes it takes place in Transylvania. Sometimes it's not on Earth at all. Sometimes Jack the Ripper is a 9-year-old girl in a thong. Basically what I'm saying here is that there's a lot of room for fanfiction, and oh boy does it have fanfiction. The Fate universe is so expansive and has such an interesting premise that anyone can imagine themselves in it. Think about it, if you were having to fight to get any wish you wanted granted, what kind of mage would you be? Would you even use magic? Perhaps you would rather rely on modern equipment like plastic explosives and firearms. Who would you summon, fictional or otherwise, to fight alongside you? Would they be your girlfriend, male? Most recently, Fate has become famous for Fate Grand Order, the mobile gacha game that destroys homes on a daily basis. If you're not familiar with the gacha model of game design, it's a type of game where you spend virtual in-game currency to receive random items in the same way that I spend real money to receive affection. But in Fate, you're not getting items, you're rolling for battle waifus. Grand Order has purposefully designed these 2D semen demons to be just titillating enough that poor schmucks gamble fortunes away to get their favorite JPEG of someone in a bikini. Outside of mobile games, the Fate series extends to movies, visual novels, arcade games, and even a sound drama, whatever the fuck that is. If by some miracle you haven't given the Fate series a try at all yet, I highly recommend it. Much like my wife, when I'm not home, it's got a little bit of something for everybody. Fate gets a 9 out of 10. Very good. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing for more. Thank you for watching.